Oh, my sister, she has her own home. This is not LA County. I mean, this is Orange. It's not Orange County. This is Cudahy. This is LA County. My sister is in this shithole. And yeah, it goes up in here. Yes, her butt is so big. Okay, these two thoughts got on my nerves. Okay, I just saw a video. I think I'm one on. Is it now? Whatever his name is. He's very identified with indigenous culture. You know, he's Chicano. He's Chicano. I think I find him on YouTube. And I don't respect. I don't know if he considers himself Latino or Hispanic. There's some Chicanos who not consider that. And then Mexica movement. But anyway, the video was made. It's these two white women. Now, when I first saw the video, I thought it was these. No offense. I thought it was two Latinas with blonde hair who were light skinned. Okay, so I don't, these two white women. I think if I don't know if your hair is naturally blonde, and if you do, you probably can do some family research, like I do, because I'm African American, French, Spanish, Creole. But I think I'm in English, Irish, Native American. Okay, that's why I don't have no chest hair. Okay, because I have Native American DNA. Okay, and I'm almost 40. Be 38 this year. And the two of my Latino or, brothers and sisters out there, even though they're those who hate, I ain't talking about who hate, some of the ones who, especially those who showed me love for defending Mexican rappers, and especially Latino rappers in general. This is in a, like I said, in a shared Spaniard mixture, just like they do. My Spaniard mixture is from Louisiana, okay? Real, remember to find out Real in the family tree? Okay, that's Spanish. One of the surnames in this, I mean, it was. My grandfather was a black Spanish mixture, whatever, mulatto or something, and they probably, maybe he was a multi-generational mulatto and they did not knowledge, but I don't know, okay, but his last name was Ricardo, but he changed the routes, okay, and his parents from Louisiana, so Spain is on Louisiana, so, okay. Spain took over Louisiana first, then the French took over, so I don't go to history of 1700s to 1800s, whatever, okay. Let's get started, okay, so these two white women on here, bashing the Latino Hispanic or people of Hispanic origin in their city of Cudahy, which is, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of videos of Cudahy's city council meetings. Trump supporters who are white, and then you have Latinos who being Pocho minded. Pocho is the Latin version of a coon, or Machista or coconut who defend these Trump supporters. Knowing that, I'm glad these white women displayed their ignorance on here. How they feel about Latino people, ain't about, saying about you being legal or illegal. They don't want you here, okay? Her sister is a homeowner and it's a shithole. Okay, so my question is a shithole to you? I'm gonna cuss on Sunday morning. Is Cudahy, oh, okay. I'm sorry, because this is one of the new cities I never heard. I had to go Wikipedia to find what this is. I had to go Wikipedia to find about this Cudahy, whatever it's called. Okay, sorry, forgive me. You also at thotS. Okay, so I never been to Southern Cali. I mean, in Northern Cali when I was when I turned 10 years old back in August of '89, before the earthquake in September. Okay, so I don't, what I'm saying. So I'm not always want to go to LA. And I don't like the fact that minorities fight each other through white racist people like this. When they, that's why we're fighting. Okay, leave the crack alone, leave the weed alone, leave the kush alone, leave all that stuff alone, leave the racism alone, because in the end we're all related. Okay, and I mean, of course we are human, but I'm talking about technically they were the third race African in Mexico, meaning like George Lopez have in his DNA. And most African Americans are mixed with white and Native Americans. So if Latinos in it, they don't look black because all of the mixture. We're technically are related. We just don't look alike because of the degrees of mixture, who married in the family, that type of thing. And some chose to marry a daughter, that type of thing. So I'm not going to detail that, okay? So, and like I said, I didn't know all this year speaking Spanish and hanging with Latinos. Did not know that I was Hispanic until I saw it. And I had to realize when I did the video about me having English roots, because the English roots come from my third grandfather, who was married to that Rouse, my great grandmother, okay, who's Rouse. And I'm gonna say that Rouse because that's not her real last name. They made it Rouse, but on the census showed that her dad was Real. So my great grandmother Anna was not really supposed to be Rouse. It was Real, not Rouse. So therefore, that grandfather, you know what I'm saying? So when I mentioned in the video when I had a bush up back in last year, that was and did a video about the English fruits. Looked it up on YouTube. I did $70, and I was shocked. And it took me a while to, like, Hispanic heritage, you know what I'm saying? I said, let me find out about this last thing on Wikipedia, and I found out it's a Spanish last name. I said, okay, well, so well, I got 4 history months: Black History Month, Irish, because that white grandmother, this mother, talking about third grade, she was like English and Irish. Okay, thank you. Okay, McCombs is English. Okay, I got Irish History Month, Black History Month, Irish History Month, and Latino Hispanic Heritage Month, which is October and September, and Native. Hey. Anyway, what point isn't going to detail about me is about these 2 down bitches. Something called, okay, so these 2 bitches are talking about Cudahy, California, if I'm saying correctly. And they're bashing the Latino immigrants. And I've been seeing them anti-Latino people on their video, on not theirs, but many of the city council ever since Trump won. They're trying to get rid of council members who are Latino on there. They're calling them racist when they actually, showing racism on video and calling it a shithole. My question is to you white people, since you own an apartment complex or own businesses or own houses, if certain areas that their minorities own is shithole, let me tell you the reason why it's a shithole. Okay? Yes, there are minorities, okay, who move in these communities who mess up the area. I'm not saying all, because I know, for real. I'm not saying all, but some. Okay? But I noticed that when you leave, the resources that kept the community safe and nice goes along with it. So it's technically not the minority's fault, even though there's something that come out the bottom of the ghetto, moving to the suburbs, whether it be Section 8 or not. I mean, we're still typical, but you're taking out resources and you allowing it to be a failure. Because I noticed this, since I moved into the ghetto a couple years ago, coming from middle class part of my grandmother's day, okay, and I noticed that when I call laws, it takes forever, and it's not just it's many people of color who work in the department, of public safety, police, aka police department. But I noticed that when a minority calls for help, it takes forever. It gets overlooked. But if a white person calls, they automatically y'all come at the scene. So the reason I'm bringing this up, that you're allowing, it's like you want it to be a shithole so you can make it look like a shithole for your racist rhetoric. You want that city to be nasty, ghetto, barrio, poverty in the way. Barrio means neighborhood, but you know what they call it. Like, you want to be, let me rephrase it, barrio pobre, a poor neighborhood. You want it to be that way because it's people of color there. Yeah, you take all the goodies you had at the community, kept it good. Because remember, for example, Compton was mostly white. I know y'all laughing at me crazy. No, for real. You know who's a famous actor? I'm going to give you him. He played in this movie. And I'll always love you. Okay, no, not Whitney Houston. She's from New Jersey. Kevin Costner, who's mixed with white and Native American, but was identified as white growing up because that blood quantum mess. Was born in Compton, California. And he would tell you on one of his videos, he used to be racist down there. It was in the South. It was in Compton, California. So a lot of African-American people moved to Compton, but the resources left the white folks so it can turn to gangster neighborhoods, ghetto neighborhoods. Remember, this people from the South, too. There's one thing I noticed. Not to say about my people who live, because I got family in California, even there's some cousins out there. I noticed that the reason why sometimes that you have minorities acting wild, not to say this, and I'm not making fun of my people, okay? Because in the South, like here in Texas, an African-American person or Hispanic person is going to get a hard time in prison if they commit a crime, okay? That's why when they bring in the news articles on Channel 13, 11, and everybody else, here come people who those minorities talk bad about Latinos, about African Americans, put slave pictures of being lynched and illegals and all other, talking about all these old calling sort of niggas and calling all these old stupid things, okay? And say the minorities stupid enough knowing that these white race people saying those ways about us are talking about you while you talking about the other minority. Think that's why I don't get involved in no black and brown bullshit, because it was constructive to cause us not to come together, because in the end of the day, these white racist people are, white people in particular, are becoming a minority. I'm glad they said your children become brown. Told that Richard Spencer, that the dark skinned brother, when he was with Charles Barkley, and to react what you said, brother, don't know his name, we already brown. And I mean brown as in Latino. I'm talking about us in complexion, because I'm descendant of white people too, not just black and Native American. So thank you. So they just reclassify us as pure black so they can put us on one drop with slavery and one drop us in segregation so we can have an economic default and not have no resources. That's why. Hello, call like it is. So truth matter is, we are already at that moment. This mixing is nothing new. I'm a product of Charles Barkley, proving his DNA test. He's part of it, and 19 you are as well. Okay, so please telling Richard Spencer next year children gonna be already. If we're descended from white people already, whether it was to rape or not, it's not. It is not about the argument. We already got there. Latinos already got there. They're mixed too. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? Let's start ignoring that fact. Because we're not people. When I look in the mirror, I don't see Akon in my mirror. Okay? I'm not trying to be racist. It's the truth. I'm telling this old Afro-Latino girl from the mixed with Native American black from and also Spain down the family tree. He's darker than me. Had an argument about my multiracial, and he's from Honduras, and I had to cuss it out in English and Spanish because I'm not redefine myself as pure based on some false narrative that a white racist person break, because he's ignorant from, no offense, I'm not a bachelor immigrant. This brother is from Honduras, but see how I say I'm playing around. Oh yeah, you are mixed, and talking about you're not. I'm not getting into an argument. Okay, you know how I feel about my multiracial identity. Okay, so therefore we are already out there. So that's why these white women are upset. They take the resources out, and my question is, since there's a shithole, why are you still on property there? Okay, once you go to Beverly Hills, own property with mostly white folks, or as in California, if it's so much a shithole because minorities move in. What it is, they're trying to get this gentrification started right now. Get rid of all the minorities in these areas. They used to be predominantly white, or they are still is, and they're trying to take those resources back in the neighborhood and keep the minorities out. And use the thugs and cholos, which is another version of a thug, okay, to make their argument say these are all minorities, that's how they act with thugs and gangsters, okay, and that's why they promote that music, the gangster music, in order to get in narcotics, in order to get minorities influenced to do wrong, especially young people, okay, because there's older people who can't control us. It's some young people who looking for somewhere to be, okay, we look like somebody, like I was watching Kid Frost's interview. He was saying that Sunshine was not about killing somebody. He was in his beef with Cypress. I was watching that late last night. Yes, I keep up with that stuff, okay? But point is, don't you understand? So these two white women, let me say something to you, babe. About La Raza and kick us up. Well, don't you feel that La Raza Indígena, because it's part of me as well, and La Raza Africana from Africa felt about the diamonds, okay? And also resources here about the gold. How do they feel when these Europeans came in? You know, one thing you white people, and I'm sorry, I say you, and I'm talking about who racist, I ain't talking about the ones who are not, and I'm mixed with people that got cream in the coffee, I acknowledge that as well. I'm not, I'm not being racist, I love being a multiracial person. You sit here, don't understand that the same thing that our native ancestors and in Africa, when Europeans come in, my question is, why our European people don't want to stay in Europe? You're not in Europe. It ain't like that we're going to France and England and Spain, and all of us coming here trying to take it over and do all the things that Europeans did to our ancestors, who are also part of your ancestors as well, okay? The mixing. So now you know how it feels to go back to this situation where our ancestors, okay? Don't forget, besides the native, when they on their bloodline got mixed with Spain, later on African. Let's be real with them. Folks don't get offended when we mention that was Mexico. It was Anglos who came there and stole it from there, and they were trying to make a slave state out of that. It wasn't successful in California, but it was successful here in Texas. So please wait before you start opening your stupid ass mouth and being racist. And a Latino guy who all got pulled up by the police, and he needs to wake up, stop being coconut, okay? Stop being like Virgil Coon, aka Porcho, okay? Them two white women don't care about you, bruh. You better not call me my y'all thing. Like I said, this shit on you, I'm gonna slam them butt in your face and means the door, okay? You're not gonna get on Latino Lives Matter situation, like I said about our brother, do the same thing on Black Lives Matter, we're not pure black, okay? When you see him kiss up to these people who don't care about you, I bet you if you did something or false accused, you pissed them off and you was innocent, they will go to the police and tell you, yeah, that's the Spider-Man did this to me and lie. So you got pulled over. They were live streaming that while you got pulled over. They didn't pull them up. Remember, no cops didn't pull them. They behind up because they were put up Blanca trying knowledge. Okay, so therefore, to them two bitches, shut up. Get out of California. Okay, leave California. Okay, and stop trying to be. If you don't like that part of California, bro, Los Angeles, go to the white area and own property there. It don't make any sense for you to still have property in an area that's mostly Hispanic. You don't like the people there. It's the stupidest thing in the world as a business owner, because I'm an entrepreneur